Hey everyone, First T here. Thanks for checking out this YouTube channel. Congratulations, Phl Mickelson, on making history by winning the 2021 PGA Championship. Here's his post-win virtual press conference interview.
Thanks,
All
Jeff.
right. Welcome back to the 2021 PGA Championship here at the Ocean Course, Kiawah Island, South Carolina. We are very pleased to be joined by six-time major champion, two-time PGA champion, and your 2021 PGA champion, Phl Mickelson. We're going to jump right into the questions as quickly as we can, and we're going to start with my friend Jeff on my left, number 2.
Phil, can you share your emotions about such a historic day, and what inside of you made you keep the belief that this could happen again?
It's been an incredible day, and I have not let myself kind of think about the results until now. Now that it's over, I've tried to stay more in the present and the shot at hand, not jump ahead and race. I've tried to really shut my mind to a lot of stuff that was going on around, like I wasn't watching TV, I wasn't getting on my phone, I was just trying to quiet things down because I'll get my thoughts racing, and I really just tried to stay calm. And I believed for a long time that I could play at this level again. I didn't see why I couldn't, but I wasn't executing the way I believed I could. And with the help of a lot of people, my wife especially, but Andrew Getson and my brother Tim and Steve Loy, I've been able to make progress and then have this week. So it's very exciting because I've had a few breakthroughs on being able to stay more present, be able to stay more focused, and physically I'm striking it and playing as well as I ever have, but I haven't been able to see that clear picture. So although I believed it until I actually did it, there was a lot of doubt, I'm sure.
All right, let's go to Bob on 4.
Phil, over the last several years, as the age crept up, you never really let that get in the way. You always downplayed it, actually tried to dismiss it probably. How did you do that? I mean, certainly you know the history, that it doesn't work out as much at this point. What did you do?
Worked harder is the deal. I just had to work harder physically to be able to practice as long as I wanted to. And I've had to work a lot harder to be able to maintain focus throughout a round. That's been the biggest challenge of late. And my desire to play is the same. Like I've never been driven by exterior things. I've always been, intrinsically motivated because I love to compete. I love playing the game. I love having opportunities to play against the best at the highest level. And so that's what drives me. And I think that's what has the belief that I could still do it. Inspired me to work harder, and I just didn't see why it couldn't be done. It just took a little bit more effort.
Don on 3.
Couple of questions, Phil. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're going to have so many stories to tell when your career is over. You're going to tell some of them to your grandkids, I would imagine. How would you describe this day to them, do you think?
It's certainly one of the moments I'll cherish my entire life. And I don't know how to describe the feeling of excitement and fulfillment and accomplishment to do something when at this magnitude, when very few people thought that I could, but the people that believed in me, my wife, Amy, and Tim and Andrew Getson and Coach, those people that continue to inspire me and get the best out of me.
And you're going to be remembered for a lot of achievements. One of them now is an old guy who broke records. What does that mean to you?
So, it's very possible that this is the last tournament I ever win, like if I'm being realistic. But it's also very possible that I may have had a little bit of a breakthrough in some of my focus, and maybe I go on a little bit of a run. I don't know. But the point is that there's no reason why I or anybody else can't do it at a later age. It just takes a little bit more work.
Let's go back to Bob on 12. Ben.
He won't talk himself up, and you've mentioned him by name a few times, but as Australia's media representative here, can you talk some more about your relationship with Andrew Getson and what he's done to get you here?
So he is he's a tremendous instructor because of his ability to simplify it, and he has helped get my swing on plane from parallel to the ground. Obviously, I have a long swing, but rather than try to change that from when it's halfway down, halfway through, it's on a track, and he helped me get there and develop and refine my feel and touch and simplify. He doesn't cloud my head with a lot of things, and when he's out here with me, he's able to keep me on track right away if I make a few errors. And his guidance has been invaluable, really, to get me back to playing at the highest level, because I was striking it very poorly when we started working together years ago. And I had a great performance at the 2016 Open Championship, and where I lost to Henrik Stenson. But he's really helped me get my ball striking back. And as I'm starting to focus a little bit better, you're starting to see the results. But he has been getting my swing there for some time now.
Appreciate that. Thanks, Mike.
All right, let's go to 7.
Phil, congratulations.
Thank you.
You've also given credit to your brother for his role, but can you share a story of something he did today, or
Yeah.
even along the way?
I'll tell you a perfect example was, and this is an intangible that makes him relatable or understand me, get the best out of me, and makes him a great caddy. As I'm walking off 6, I had made some uncommitted swings the first 6 holes. I had been striking the ball awesome the first 3 days. I had a wonderful warm-up session, like I was ready to go, and I made some uncommitted swings the first 6 holes, and he pulled me aside and he said, look, if you're going to win this thing, you are going to have to make committed golf swings. Kind of hit me in the head, like, yeah, I can't make passive control-y. I can't control the outcome. I've got to swing committed. First swing I made was that drive on 7. Good drive on 7, gave me a chance to get down by the green and make birdie. And from there on, I hit a lot of really good shots because I was committed to each one.
We're going to zoom out for a question here, Phil, to Mark Cannizzaro. Mark, go ahead, sir.
Hey, Phil, congratulations. I just have two questions. One, quickly, I know you can't think of it this way when you're at number 5 holing out there out of the bunker, but when you look back on that, I mean, that just seemed like a moment where, it's meant to be for you to some degree. You probably aren't thinking that moment, but when you think about it now, is that one of those things that happens in a round that maybe is a sign?
Certainly it was a momentum builder. It was a little early in the round to start jumping ahead because, so much can happen. It was only the 5th hole, but that was a big momentum thing. I think biggest thing was getting it up and down. I just didn't want to throw away another shot, and I had fought hard to keep the round in check, and I was still 1 over through 4. So that I just needed to get that up and down, and to have it go in was a bonus, but I knew I had a lot of work ahead.
Just a quick follow, if I could, on does this forge your belief even more as you move on to the U.S. Open? I mean, what does this week do for you? What all the focus and what you've done these four rounds that you've talked so much about trying to keep the focus, and you did it this week. What does that steal you for the Open?
So I've believed for some time now, without success, that I could play at my best and compete in major championships still. But until this week, I haven't proven it to myself or anyone else. But I do believe that if I play well and I can stay sharp mentally, I can play well at Torrey Pines. But I will take I'll take a week or two. I'll take 2 weeks off before that, and I'll go out to Torrey and I'll spend time on the greens and really try to be sharp for that week, because I know that I'm playing well, and this could very well be my last really good opportunity, although I get 5 more, but really good opportunity to win a U.S. Open. So I'm going to put everything I have into it.
All right, let's go to 5 here and then 6.
Yeah, Phil, can you describe the scene going up 18 and your thoughts on it? And did you ever think you'd see Brooks again after he got enveloped by the crowd there?
I thought he was slow playing me there, but it's an incredible experience. I've never had something like that. I've never been in golf like that. It was a little unnerving, but it was exceptionally awesome too. So that was kind of a special moment that I'll be appreciative of the way the people here have supported me and the entire tournament.
Let's go to 6.
Phil, the last couple days in here, you seemed drained. Were you, and how different physically and mentally did this week maybe feel than when you won majors when you were younger?
Certainly, it takes a lot out of me. It takes a lot out of me. Like last night, I just didn't have enough sunlight to work on the things that I wanted to. I wanted to spend some time putting, and I needed to work on a few shots that that I'd hit before this round. I didn't want to let it go all the way till this morning. And because we finished so late, I just didn't have a lot of time. But certainly it takes more energy out of me. But if I work a little harder, spend a little more time in the gym, eat well, practice hard, there's no reason why I can't put it all out there for 18 holes.
Rex on 9.
Phil, can you just talk about what happened with the driving iron before the round and how that might have impacted you?
So I had little things happen, but yesterday, I hit a couple of squirrely shots on 12 and 13, and the face on my 2-wood flattened. Fortunately, I had a backup head, swapped it out, and hit it great today. And then as I was teeing off today, my 2-iron face cracked. I mean, you can't swing it as hard as I hit it and not expect them to crack. And I'm kidding. Tim noticed when I put it back that it cracked across the face, and it happens. In fact, if it doesn't happen, then you start to question the manufacturer and be like, hey, aren't we making this as hot as we can? So it's certainly part of it. But fortunately, I had a 4-wood that's a very comparable club to that 1-iron distance-wise, and I was able to use that club effectively. Like I used it off of 3T, 4T. There was a few times that I hit it, and I hit that club very well. So it's just one of those things that happens, and you just have to be prepared for it, which is why I bring backup clubs out here.
Yeah.
I call it both. I mean, I have a 4-iron, and then I have that iron, so it's a 1, 2, or 3, whatever you want to call it.
Let's go to 10, Alex.
Yeah, Phil, can you talk about the back and forth that happened maybe over the first 5 holes? I mean, as we were watching it, it seemed like a heavyweight fight. What was the experience for you?
I was not as steady as I'd been. Like I just made a couple uncommitted swings, and it led to some inconsistencies in scores, because those first 4 or 5 holes, those first 4 holes are not that hard. Like you should birdie. 1 is downwind. If you hit a decent tee shot, it's a sand wedge in, and 2, I think I hit a 2-wood off the tee and a 4-iron in. Like you should birdie those holes. 3 was drivable, and I played them, over par. So I was just not making committed swings, and I think Brooks had a couple poor swings too, and we just weren't steady, but we seemed to steady it out a little bit later.
Let's go to 11.
Phil, earlier this week you mentioned some of the brain training and longer meditation sessions. What other breakthroughs did you find?
Just the ability to kind of quiet my mind and get rid of all the exterior noise. That's kind of been the biggest. I don't want to get all spiritual, but that's kind of been the biggest thing for me.
Going to zoom out here to Lucas. Go ahead, Lucas.
Hey, Phil, congratulations.
Thank you.
2 questions. First, what was the best shot that you thought you hit today? And second, how does this win inspire younger golfers that may have grown up watching you and now maybe believe that they can have a long career?
Gosh, I hit a couple of good shots on the back. I thought the 7-iron into 10 was really good because I had to start that ball out over the bunker's edge, and made that birdie putt there. So that was a big swing. And I made some good tee shots on 15 and 16. Those were really good swings too. But there's no reason why the game of golf cannot be a game for a lifetime. And if you take care of your body and you do it the right way, and now with the exercise physiology and technology that's out there, like with TPI and everything, that you can work out the right way to get your body to function right and play golf for a lifetime. So I'm appreciative of that.
I think we have time for 3 quick ones. We'll start down on 4.
Were you going to go?
I'm good. Yeah.
Phil, I just want to ask you some more about that scene on 18. Did you allow yourself to enjoy that? I mean, I know you still got the hole to finish, and you hit a great shot from back there, but could you, for a moment or two, take that in?
Yes, I've never had that experience, and to see that kind of to feel that kind of excitement and enthusiasm was. And be at the forefront of that was pretty special. That's a moment I'll always cherish.
All right, let's go back to Scott on 10.
Phil, when we were all younger, man, you watched Greg Norman and Tom Watson have opportunities in their 50s to win Open championships back then. When you saw those, back then. Did anything in the back of your mind think that, yeah, you know what, it'll be normal competing for major championships when I'm there?
I didn't see why. I mean, I thought the 2009 Open Championship performance by Tom Watson was one of the greatest sporting performances, and he hit a perfect second shot too. He couldn't land it any better, and it still went over. It was one of the greatest performances in sport, and it's inspiring, yeah, to see people like that do it. And I hope that this inspires some to just put in that little extra work, because first of all, there's no reason why you can't accomplish your goals at an older age. It just takes a little more work.
All right, we're going to wrap it up here. Last question on number 8.
First, on 17, when you backed off on the tee, was that the wind, or did a particular thought cross your mind?
So as I was standing over it, I didn't feel right to left. I felt almost the wind kind of go straight down or left to right, and I'm playing at close to the pin and letting it work away. And if I had left to right pin, that wasn't going to be the right shot or line. So it didn't feel right as I was over it, and I started to have doubt, and it just didn't feel right, so I backed away. But that was what I was sensing. Like, it just wasn't, my senses weren't feeling what I was anticipating or expected. Or
Work and the amount of work it takes at this age to keep going. What's the biggest thing that you've had to give up or sacrifice or miss out on in recent years when other guys are able to enjoy certain things in life?
Food. Yeah, I've got to eat a lot less. And I've got to eat better, and I just can't eat as much, and I have to let my body kind of recover. And but it's also been a blessing for me, because I feel better and I don't have inflammation, and I wake up feeling good, and so it's been a sacrifice worth making.
2021 PGA champion.
Thanks, guys.
Phl Mickelson, thank you.
Congratulations once again, Phl Mickelson. What are your thoughts on the 2021 PGA Championship? Let me know in the comments section below, and please click on the thumbs up icon if you liked this video. Subscribing to this YouTube channel and sharing the video also helps, and don't forget to click on the notification button for this channel so you won't miss the next First 2 Tee video.